Hey guys, Indulger here, checking in midweek to do a defense review analysis of my new team featuring Nott. Not today is what we're going to have. Not today. Alright, let's take a look first at the construction. I teased this a bit on my community post on YouTube. It's been disgusting, guys. Just absolutely disgusting. I've been tweaking who I want to run in this slot. A Crom, I had a Bram there with a Hardy Bearing. I'm going Lilina with Blade Session, just generally because these two are going to go first, and, well, I just want to give her some more attack. But, I mean, defense form works on her well, a solo skill, depends on the configuration, a bond skill can work, but the star of the show is, of course, these three Notts. They're all just unmerged. I got this for my Spark. I ended up getting lucky and getting two Notts on her banner. Fantastic banner. I mean, if you didn't spark Nott on this banner, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's one of the most valuable things in the game right now. Her kit is just great as it is. I don't make any changes. I'm just running chills on this, and I hedge a little bit with a bond skill. See if I can be more offensive. But if you're not aware of what makes her so stupid, it's her Pathfinder skill. Much like her equivalents on the light side, Dagger, she allows any ally to run right through her and pretend it didn't count as a movement space. So this is a very simple team, right? I went nutso on Eldigan here. He's got 51 defense showing at base with his A slot and his S slot. But, you know, what makes this so great is that Nott is a defensive unit. She gives plus defense, plus HP, two of the skills that I absolutely have to run isolation on the team. Now, you could say, I think I'm vulnerable to isolation now with the new Hilda. I don't have a duo unit on this team. It's fine, I just don't have a duo unit in this team. When I get a duo unit, I can tweak it and put something in here. I just don't have that. Like I said, it's probably going to be Crom that gets benched for that role. But, you know, one of the main problems I have is getting plonked by a strong armor. I know that, you know, Hector is still very vulnerable to Hector because that doesn't help, that doesn't help. So much like everybody everywhere, Hector is a problem, and this is going to be handled by a good Hector. But, you know, let me get back to what the basic trick is here. And most people don't see this, or if they do see it, they can't do anything about it. L can use Pathfinder to dance a 7-slot leaf, which I don't think is showing if you actually look at this. This is my 7-slot leaf here. So you can do this with anybody, really. 7-slot unit, dancer. Again, the best way to make sure the dance happens is to have a fully built L. I could go even crazier and get defense on him, but something like a Bridal Fjorm is just not going to be able to do anything because his HP is also so high. So as long as I can make sure he doesn't get isolation, and this is a general trick for anything on Dark, Eldigan has proven himself to be one of the best dancers in this season because he cannot be isolation. It's very, very critically important that he gets his dance off. And then Leaf can do whatever he wants. And this is a plus attack Leaf with a push, a solo skill, and then if he gets his Gale Force off, he's going to smoke the field and just go to town and go nuts. Go nuts, and we're going to see that. So that's the construction. And then, you know, in their own right, these Notts are really strong. One of the things I'm not running well on this, and I think it would be good to have a team construction, is, and obviously you're vulnerable to panic, but you don't see panic too much more on the defensive side, or on the offensive side, rather. She gets bonuses based on how many bonuses she has. So she becomes an indestructible tank in her own right. Doesn't look very useful, but on her bonus season with bonus stats and then essentially bonus doubler on her, she becomes very scary. Alright, so that's enough of the breakdown. Let's take a look at the team in action. As it always seems to be, the first fight of day one always is the most difficult. And this will prove to be the case. This is the fabled Hector Flame combo. I featured this on my offensive channel, but this is somebody, not necessarily a whale. Let's see, are they a whale? Yeah, probably. Maybe not. Maybe a dolphin, because that peony is only at +3. So, I mean, you could do this with some good investment, but, I mean, I'm kind of free to play, sort of. I've bought Fey Pass a few times, but I have a +10 air. You know, doing that, probably some orbs. This costs some money, so this is not something you're going to see every day. But let's see how they can proceed. This is a Far Save Hector. Far Save Flame Hector. I don't really have a logical answer for that up front, but I'm trying to make this difficult on them. Ooh, a ruse skill too. That's beautiful. I like that. I like that ruse on the mill. Well, she rused both sides. Pause that and see what kind of damage they did to the team. So let me just play this real quick and then pause it. That's going to be the trick that we're going to see every single time. This can be done for any unit, anywhere with Nott. You don't have to have 3 Notts, but what 3 Notts does, and maybe I didn't get into this, is that this is Leaf range. He can go anywhere. So if you've got a strong cab, like, I mean, I don't think Reinhardt can really deal with every threat. I like Leaf because he's colorless. You know, unless you're running into a Cecilia or something, like a team of Cecilias, you're not going to be able to stop me. And then behind him is Lilina. Let's look at her range. So she's behind him. Can't quite get the same amount of range, but she can do a pretty good job. She can do a fairly good job in her own right. And then, of course, Chrom doesn't have too much range at the moment, but once the Nott start moving, and then in combination with his Change Fate, he can get down to business as well. Got a Panic Manor over here that's not applying, and then a Tactics Room on this side. So they're just going up the middle. This is probably the best case scenario for someone trying to beat my team. Going up the middle, you avoid the sides, and then you can just sort of plonk here. And this is going to be important. See what they did? They got out of contain. It's going to come back to bite them in a minute. It's a spoiler alert. But yeah, I mean, Hector deals with this. Dealt with both the armor piercer Chrom, and then kills his daughter. Fantastic. You just took all 3 primary threats down in one go. Far save. Brilliant. Well done. Far save continues to be a really tough thing to have to deal with. And then they're going pure tank. More ruses. Oh, they keep breaking stuff, though. Guys, when you just break stuff willy-nilly, you got to be careful with that, because let's see what happens with these Notts. Here comes the Nott show, and they can't get out of this now because they can't. It's just the way they've constructed this, even if you run away. Uh-oh. Chugga, 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 choo-choo. Boom. That's what happens when you screw around with Nott. 3 of them. And this person seemed to take this seriously, so they ended it. And thankfully, I didn't lose. This doesn't score perfect, as we saw. Maybe I didn't call that out, but this is a minus 50, so I gotta be careful with this. Again, guys, Far Save Hectors with these flame combos and a beautiful ruse. I love this. This is a beautiful middle of ruse. I need to steal that. What is your normal B slot? Because that's just awesome. Like, I can't. This is the meta right here. This is it. And we beat it. So I beat it by getting to the back line. There's no near save help. So let's see what else we've got. Okay, yeah, again, so another way you can mitigate something that's really oppressive with these Notts is just to have no backline, right? That looks good, right? This is great for them. They've also got a Leon here trying to kill the Leaf. Woo, great. This matches up great for them. They've got a pure counter, and they can hide everybody in the backline. Looks pretty good, right? Ooh, yeah. I will say that Mill has been a pain in the butt because she can take these Leaf hits because of her built-in bracing stance, which has the very, very important guard skill. So if you ever try to deal with a Leaf, you want to bait out a Leaf, normally Milla can do it, especially on her bonus unit. Look at that, that's pretty good. They're running even pulse tie, which doesn't apply in my case. It's not an infantry pulse team. I can't remember the last time I saw an infantry pulse team, guys. I'm pretty sure infantry pulse teams are dead, which is kind of shocking because nobody runs Freya. But I guess it is Lilina's bonus unit, and she's got Pulse Smoke too, so I don't know. Rest in peace, infantry pulse teams. And this Leon, and that's dangerous. Triangle Adept Leon is dangerous because if you get hit by that, you're pretty much done. Let's see what goes on. They test the trap, they run away. Uh-oh, hold on, timeout. I might have been curious to see if they had a chance here, but they've got this dagger just wide open. Ooh, that's not good. Either they didn't see this. Wait, Lily's gonna blow you away anyway. You did 0 damage. Triangle Adept's not gonna work, but it didn't really matter because Leaf was also there for the kill. Got his Gale Force off. Thank you, Dagger. You cannot have Dagger front a Leaf. And, are we done? Not quite. Couldn't get the double on you. What was the speed check? 17 speed. Look at this speed battle, guys. Oh, the only reason you lived was why? Was I screwed up speed-wise? I really felt like that Chrom should have got the double. Speedy Chrom is very useful, and maybe one day I'll get a merge on him and try to patch that up a bit. But for now, nice. And then, I don't care what you do. You've lost. I've already took enough things off. You can take this if you want. And you guys told me in the comments, well, be careful of Lynn. She's going to wreck you. Well, not if you don't go. Keep this train rolling again. Another back line. Missing structures. Is it going to be enough? They've got a they've got an Adel here. This is not a bad counter. I've actually played around with this. I really don't want to run these structures here, but I also do not want to give you the opportunity to player face. You really have to have, you really have to go for it here up the middle if you want to go for a player phase. So I'm just basically banking on the fact that most people aren't going to be having Far Save Hectors or, things of that nature to stop this. And so far, it's proven to be okay. But this is not a bad play. Not a bad play at all. They've actually managed to get all of their units to safety. And as I mentioned, Milla, naturally, is a pretty good soak for this Leaf. But however, Panic Manor level 8. One of Adel's main weaknesses is she does not have barely good HP, so she's very vulnerable to panic. And if you're going to run her with somebody like a Peony, especially in light, it's going to happen all the time. She's going to get panicked. Look, she's taking these ginormous soaks. -8, -6, -6. Oh, God. That's really going to cause some problems. So here's the trick again. I hurt her. I got damaged, and then I finished her off. With the guard there, I can't do anything, but again, I've destroyed your tank, I've got to the back line, I've destroyed your dancer, and all is well with the world. Yeah, okay. Token effort to beat the Crom, but from here, I mean, one of the things you can see, this Leaf can't kill me because I have a lot of defense and enough speed to deal with it, so you're going to go after the Eldigan, who doesn't die. Okay, now you're just going to get enveloped. Watch the misery unfold. Everybody this week is just taking their lumps. It's been nice. I actually get to watch all this chaos and carnage unfold. So Leaf does what he does. It's so brutal. I don't know. I was mentioning it in my community post. Is this the most gross team I've ever made? I think so. I mean, you really have to have some specific counters for this to deal with this. Other people said my double Sigurd team is grosser. Maybe even my double Brave Adel at the time with the quad mythics. I don't know. Maybe we should have a poll. Which has been the dumbest defense team I've ever made? This is up there for sure. Alright, while we're looking at this, let's get some plugs out of the way. Guys, if you want to talk more AR shop, please consider joining my Discord channel. It's pretty healthy, got some really good activity, and it's good just to shoot the breeze with other folks who are really interested in AR. And again, if you want to see more of this YouTube content, please subscribe. The #1 thing you can do to help support the channel. Alright, well guys, this is just, I mean, I'm not really on the bandwagon of having no structures available. And I guess that you could sort of count this as one if you do encounter a cav line team. Normally that shuts down a lane, and that sort of counts as one. But I really don't agree with Catapult on offense. I just don't. It's such a crapshoot. In this case, what did they get rid of? I don't even remember what that was. Oh, it looks like it was the Bright Shrine. Does that end up mattering? I don't know. All I know is that they are completely surrounded, and oh no. They got this double Milla. And maybe they could have got out of this if Gwen would have hidden over there, but, Gwen is not exactly fielding a fantastic defensive posture, and either they didn't see this. It's possible. I mean, Nott's still fairly new, but that's a pretty easy trap. Hopefully you guys see this. Why this is so dumb. Leaf has full reign of the field. You can't stop it. There's nothing you can do to stop it unless you isolation the L. Nothing. Nothing. So obviously this won't work on non-water seasons as Leaf is a legendary unit, so I'm going to have to tweak these units, but this general construct by triple Nott, I was very adamant with myself that I wanted 3 Notts, because what this does is makes anything a cav line. And especially on her bonus week, and she holds her own. Now she's going to fall to this Adel, but there are the big meta threats, Adels and Ikes. She doesn't perform great because she doesn't have no follow-up. If she had no follow-up, she would just be awesome. Speaking of that, what is her B slot? Yeah, it's her special, so it's not really doable. If we get no follow-up as a as an S slot, Nott becomes really scary. But I mean, this is dumb. She's getting really good stats. I really love the menace. One of the reasons I like running triple Notts is she menaces everybody. So that's super fun. Bye-bye, Adel. Yeah, one of the things that does have armor effectiveness, Adel, unless she's running something on her A slot. Lena does her job. It comes down to this poor little goddess who gets destroyed by a chick with a bird on her. Okay. On to the next one. 2 more to go, and we'll call this midweek defensive clear. I'm happy. Basically, I've gotten 4 wins already. This has no chance. Has absolutely no chance. Nothing in the back line. You can only hide 2 units. There's no Far Save here. I don't even have to look at this. Someone's dead. Someone's dead. So, yeah, maybe I was wrong. Maybe the Ikes would have killed the Leaf there, so he decides to go after the Mela. But the problem is I put so much pressure on you, you can't move. That's the trap. You guys talked to me in the Discord comments. Maybe I should change that trap. I like that being there, though, because it wastes the turn. If I put pressure on you and you don't go for it, you're kind of screwed, and that's exactly what happens here. Leaf gets a cheap kill. Crom does, too. Tom doesn't finish the job here, but he still lives because his defense is bonkers. What? Crom's not dying to a physical threat, especially when it's color a disadvantage. What happened with that Ike? Did you not have quick riposte, bro? You do, but you didn't get the double? Why? I'm a little weird. I'm a little weirded out why that didn't happen. But poor Ike. I feel bad when we kill Ikes. We're gonna kill another one here in a minute. Can this Ike even do it? 0 points of damage. Alright, last but not least, we've got Jamie with another Catapult 8. I don't get this, guys. I don't like catapults. And I didn't really talk about that. Tactics room on the offensive side. Yeah, look, you shut down the Lilina, and you shut down Leaf, but that doesn't stop. This is why that's so stupid. That's why Pathfinder was a mistake. I still cannot believe IS did this. Anybody can easily make a super oppressive offense or defensive team with 2 units, basically. I mean, 2 Notts is probably fine. It might be a bit overkill to do 3. I like 3 because, again, I really like the defense that I'm getting from L because this becomes something that can work. And, Leaf is just so fantastic. I love him. I love him. One of the things I did mention, he's getting this extra attack from this hone that you can't stop. Can't stop. Sabotage res. So if there's any tweaks you guys want me to play around with, I'm certainly able to oblige. I like this team. Hasn't lost yet. Oh, did I spoil it? I mean, this has no chance. That flame is just a sitting duck. I mean, they clearly didn't see that, or maybe they were sacrificing the flame because that didn't get that didn't allow for Gale Force to happen. I mean, they really were in a pickle. There's absolutely nothing they could do. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. You're running an Ike without? Oh, no. This is a budget Ike. This is a 10 Ike? With no counter, that's super strange. Man, if you're gonna invest so much into your Ike, you gotta have distant counter on him. I really don't agree with that. This is also non-synergistic. I mean, why would you run Lucina and Steady Breath? I have some questions here. And maybe this was an accident they didn't have. Can we look at skills? Do they have skills? I really wish I could look at the skill list of somebody on defense and see if they had that. But now, I mean, this line has been punctured. This is really bad. There's absolutely nothing they can do. You can pick off a few folks, but again, most of this is defensively constructed. There's no mages here. I've got super defense. Bye-bye, Lucina. She just got smoked. She's about to get blasted into oblivion. And then, we'll do it again because that Crom can't be stopped. Oh, Alina got one. And we'll wrap it up here. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any more comments for me, on a scale of 1 to... I don't know, double Adel, how disgusting is this team? How are you dealing with Nott? How are you doing on your defensive season? Anything's welcome. Please leave me a comment. I'd like to hear back from you. Again, if you want to hear more AR Shop, please consider subscribing to my Discord channel as well. Or post here. Do both. So, perfect week. It's been a long time, guys. We were perfect through day 4. So, we'll see if that holds up. And then again, stay tuned for my experience fighting Nott this week. I will try to post that on Monday when the season concludes. So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Subscribe. Bye.